Alrighty. Here we are again.
We're back on the stream again.
We made it back. We're missing someone though. He got aboard the boat last week and he died so hard that his player can't even make it. No, we're gonna go into what happened to him maybe later. If everyone, as a refresher, if anyone was here before or whoever watches this later, our players decided to explore an island after having damage on their boat at sea during a hurricane and wanted to help fix it. So they went ashore, they found a crazy hermit, they decided they'd help the hermit out, and they loaded him on. How many boats did you guys take? There's only 2 boats. So you sent one of the boats back. There's one boat still with you guys.
Yeah,
Yeah. Um,
yeah.
so there's now one boat and several crew on the island still with you. And you sent the boat back, and you guys don't know this, but you as players know this, and that's that Leaf went to the boat, had some went with the hermit, and had a little bit of suspicion about this guy. Got on deck, did a kind of like was looking at him a little bit and saw he was holding a glaive on his back. Didn't trust him, decided to punch him. The guy got a whole lot bigger, and then he punched him a couple other times, and then we ended the stream. So, resuming what happened. You guys are on shore. You don't really know what's going on the boat. Go ahead and make a perception check, all of you.
It's one of my best kinds of rolls.
I agree.
And I don't remember if I told you guys like how, my general thought process is that the bigger boat parks at least about 200 feet out in the ocean and sends the rowboats in just because of not wanting to get hung up. And
I rolled pretty
Yeah,
well.
Yeah, you don't want to hit any coral or reef or, get caught on a rock or something.
Oh, I'm definitely not noticing anything.
That's
Uh,
cool.
I think mine was let's see, 14 plus 2, so 16.
2.
Mine was a
So
19
9.
minus 1.
okay, so you got an 18. What did you get, Aaron?
9.
9. Saltoria?
That's with a +7 bonus. Roll the 2.
Do I use intelligence? I'm trying to remember how I do the proficiency.
The
Or
perception
perception.
check is if you go to your abilities, it's one of the
My
abilities
abilities page.
Yep.
Sorry.
That's okay.
And I believe it's wisdom based, actually. So,
Oh, so it'd be plus
Yeah.
with
Your
2
perception
for
is a
the
plus
wisdom.
2. Yep.
Okay. Then I have 18.
All right, so 18. And Tarek, what was yours again?
16.
Okay. So, where are you guys currently at? So after you sent Leaf aboard the ship, you guys went back to doing what you were doing, like gathering wood or whatnot.
Tarek was kind of on the beach, kind of looking out because I said he's got the Hue axe. And so he's really paranoid being in the forest already. It's already made him suspicious.
Yeah.
And so he's like just not happy and he's nervous. And so he's already like standing there kind of chilling, watching on edge as it is.
Okay.
I think I was trying to tear down more trees.
Yeah, you were
You
trying
were
to
ripping
rip
them up with your bare hands.
I'm trying to remember what I was up to.
Well, I know that a couple of you had gone in to check out his hut, and I don't remember if that was happening while he was on shore or.
Yeah, because when we came back, I tried to kind of intimidate him into telling me what was going on.
Oh, right.
And finally, because I did some insight checks, and I decided that okay, he's not lying. but I'm still suspicious because something's just off about the whole situation. Because we had found what giant tracks you said.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now
Oh,
we know.
right.
I love that it was basically like, I don't know, like in sort of, even though like our characters obviously like didn't know what's going on, like we all as players were just like, this is suspicious as shit.
Well,
This is super, super suspicious.
well,
Nothing
we
could be more suspicious than all of the things that we are witnessing right now. And then just seems fine.
the problem
That's the
is
fun part
we
about it.
weren't asking the right questions, is what it was, and clearly,
So I'm gonna say, with your perception check, Vex, you hear something from the boat, something that doesn't sound right. Seltoria and Tarek, they both see something that's not right from the boat and hear it. Oh, Justin just joined. Hey, dude.
we should have at least 2 watching right now.
Nice. Well, it doesn't show up in the chat thing yet.
Well,
Basically, so Vex, you hear what sounds like yelling from the boat, and as Siltoria and Tarek look over at the boat, you see there's a much larger figure standing on the boat. Like he's like maybe up to, well, the mainsail's pretty tall, but he's probably like half its height, and just standing on the boat. The boat's kind of like,
the boat went.
yeah, just a little bit. I mean, it's a big boat, but it seems to be just like a little off weighted, and you can see figures, like a lot of figures, crawling up the side of the back of the boat, and you see more and more things getting on the boat. And as you look over there, you see this blast of like ice and snow, and you see like the part of the sails freeze and fall off the bottom, and that's when you hear the screams, and you see several of the crew that were on your side of the ship just fall over frozen dead and shatter on the deck.
It's a good thing we weren't there.
We have to get back now.
Bad, man. Shit's bad. This is bad.
So we brought 1 rowboat, right?
And I'm gonna roll, let's see, I'm gonna do
I
something
just
here.
want it to be
Hold
very
on.
clear that I hate everything about this.
Yes.
um,
Agree with you. I do.
all right. Okay. All right. So what do you guys do?
I yell to everyone.
Justin says they needed to chill out on the deck. We don't have Brian for the bad
Those are
puns
hard.
today, so
I agree with
God,
Justin. I get the beer.
We're about to go into like corny Mr. Freeze from Arnold Schwarzenegger,
Oh.
Mr.
No,
Freeze from
no, we're not.
Batman.
No, we're not.
Yes, we are. I think we are.
you have.
Okay, fair enough. I shall increase
Oh,
my.
he said they should have just let it go. And somebody else joined. They didn't say what their name was, but he says he's your coworker, Cam.
that's my new friend who is trying to recruit me to join his D&D games.
No, you shall not have my player. Just kidding. I share a little bit.
So I assume, so we've got the rowboat, right?
Yeah.
And you said in the last game it would take us 5 turns to get back, or 5 rounds to get back to the ship with it, right?
Yeah, basically. Yep.
Is that if all 4 of us are paddling every turn?
It was the speed of the rowboat. It has a certain speed.
I was gonna say because it has. So it says the robot actually says that you can move it 15 feet per turn. So if each of us move it 15 feet, all four of us, we could do it 60 feet in a round.
I mean, if you had multiple paddles, I don't think if you only have the two rowboat, like if you have, if you have the oars, the person doing the oars can move it that much. If you're paddling, it would add some to it. But
What if we played musical chairs though?
Yeah,
And we all
just
just switched into the oars and
really just turn into like a giant bird and like carry us. Like
Can't do that for 2 more levels.
Yeah, he can't fly yet. He
Why
can't be
you-
flying creatures.
I can do swimming creatures, but I can't do flying ones. I can get there in a hurry.
What
But
about
that to be
Um,
about
big enough that we could all ride, like a big old like whale or a giant dolphin? I mean, I'm pretty small, by the way. So, and
I can't do any of that stuff until for another couple of the really interesting stuff the druids can do for another couple levels.
Wait, didn't you just meet like a giant seahorse underwater?
Yes. Congratulations. I
that
can
seems like
transport
something-
maybe one person.
Justin says you
Well,
should
you-
use a great sword, but none of you have one, so it's too bad. Um,
So that's what I was gonna say. So the picture of the rowboat on like D&D Beyond is pretty big with a
It
lot
is
of
big.
seats.
Yeah, it is big.
So how many oars would we have?
the way they set it up, I think it just has the one on each side, so you could technically.
Okay.
I mean, like
So two people
generally,
could
it's
paddle
like
it.
it's actually like one person that. I mean, yeah, or well, technically, yeah. I guess one person on each side would paddle it. You could also have just one person in the middle paddle it, but yeah, it's kind of slow. I've already kind of determined that it'll take you 4 to 5 rounds to get there, like at max speed.
Okay.
Is there anything
So,
to do to speed that up?
so immediately I would run to the boat and start pushing it into the water and be like, come on, let's go.
Okay, so I guess maybe we should roll initiative,
Okay.
just to see what people do to make it.
Chia.
I got a 20.
Good. You can
You got a
row
20.
faster.
You always get high and you don't want it. That's so funny.
15
use-
total here.
Just use your turn.
1-5.
You
got a
hold your
5?
turn until
1,
Aaron
5.
transforms,
Oh,
and you
15.
can just jump on his back, and he can carry you
Seltoria?
as a.
Keep in mind that I'm also partially spellcaster and would generally prefer to expend a few spell slots before wailing on. Before going into melee.
because he's in the water.
I got a 9.
9. And Tarek.
I can't throw anything
Well,
at you, Cam, and it makes
12?
me sad.
12.
Alrighty.
And I have no armor class for some reason.
Well,
right this
Vex,
second. Let me look.
You react first. You're in the middle of trying to pull up a tree in your tiny little kobold body. Made a lot easier by gauntlets of ogre strength. If anyone watching hasn't watched before, that's why she's doing that, because she's like, oh my god, I'm so strong.
She's technically stronger than the half-orc forge cleric.
Yeah.
Who's like 4 times her height.
So you're in the middle
I
of
don't
pulling up a
bother with
tree.
strength, I'm a
You
druid.
see everything going sideways on the boat, and you see Tarek like start heading towards the boat.
Again, my initial thought is I hate everything about this. It all sounds horrible.
You are a little further away from the shore too, because you're at the tree line. So you're probably a good round to get to them at full speed.
So I guess I'm gonna run only because I like Leaf and I'm concerned about him. I don't really care about anybody else on the ship, even though they've been somewhat nice to us, but I don't know them. What have they done for me? So I'm gonna just go for Leaf, I guess.
Eddie, what have you done for me lately?
So yeah, so I guess I just start like running as fast as my tiny cobalt legs will take me and wishing that I had some sort of sprinting boots instead of these giant strong arms.
All right, so you take off and head that direction. Aaron, what do you do?
I'm also going to immediately jump on the boat. Let's see. Because as I recall, I was nearby, just kind of guarding the boat. And I don't have anything else I'm going to do other than, help shove it off with the rest of the group. I'm not going to transform just yet, and I will shout to the others. I'll transform after I get close.
Autobots, roll out.
All right. So you just get ready. You pop onto the boat and get ready.
Yeah, shoving it off. Help shove it off, and then we can.
Okay. Well, and
Dive
Tarek's
onto
there,
it.
so that's what you're doing right now, right? Tarek,
Yeah.
you're starting to shove it off. So you're getting the boat ready. You're starting to shove it away. There are still crew members on the shore, by the way.
Yeah, and they should probably stay here so they don't
Okay.
get killed.
Actually,
Unless any of them.
I'm gonna find out how many crew members there are. There's just 4.
Okay. Well, if all technically,
Only 4 people can fit in the boat anyway, right? 2 crew, 2 passengers.
that's what it says on D&D Beyond.
Yep.
So
So in other words, just you 4 can really fit
yeah.
on it.
Those poor people.
Well, it's probably better they stay here,
Yeah.
And not get into
not
ice.
get blasted
Yeah.
by ice.
Saltoria, what do you do?
I don't remember where I was before, but I'm assuming it was something passive considering my state.
I think
Does
you
anybody?
were helping with gathering wood as well.
That's what I remember too.
Yeah.
Good. Whew. I was like either that or I was sitting on the shore. Who knows? Okay, so I guess I was gathering wood, but you said that'll be a full turn to get
to the boat. Yep.
the boat. But because I saw what happened, right?
Yep.
That's the yeah. Okay. So because I saw what happened, I start forward.
I would say you're a
in
little
hurry.
closer. That you could see what happened because you were a little bit closer. You were like
Okay. Cool.
carrying wood back or something.
Dropping the wood, I rush towards the boat.
Okay, so you're able to get to the boat and hop into it. At this point, you hear the large. You don't hear what he's saying, but you hear the giant creature like point. You see him pointing, and you at different parts of the boat, and you hear him yelling things. You don't know what he's saying though, and you see a lot of creatures scrambling up on deck, and you see a pitched battle happening. You see crew members falling, and you see that the captain is like up up by the wheel and is fighting 2 figures there.
Shoot.
And you see like a whole bunch of creatures just swarming the deck. You see them running up. You see several of them like running down below deck and running into the rooms. There's well over 20 creatures on the boat. And that brings us back to Vex.
I'm assuming I'm still running towards the boat as it's like being pushed into the.
Yep. Looks like they're leaving without you.
I wouldn't leave without our strongest fighter.
I'm just still booking it. Probably very winded, but just still running.
And I don't remember. Well, I remember saying this, but I don't know if you remember. But Saltoria, I added my Blessing of the Forge to your
My
sword.
weapon.
So you have +1 to attack and damage.
Okay.
So, and it's magic for all intents and purposes.
Okay. +1 attack, +1 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Vex, you ran aboard and hop on the boat. I think you have enough time to get there. You have to jump into the water a little bit.
Gross. This is all terrible.
Aaron.
Yeah. So we're not going to be within range for a hot minute.
Yep.
You said that the ice. I don't suppose there's any sort of remnant of the storms around here.
No.
Huh? Oh. In any case, yes. Everyone here can predict what a 5th level druid's going to do before actually starting to do other crap. So I've said that. Yeah, I just gotta jump in and oh, get everyone like situated and then face towards the thing so for as soon as we get in range.
Okay.
In fact, you know what? I'm gonna hold my action for that. The instant that we hit the 120-foot mark, uh, I will cast Call Lightning on
Well,
the.
you'd probably be better off waiting to do that because if you hold your action, it only goes till the next round, and then you have to spend
Oh
your
yeah, I
reaction to
forgot.
do it. So, yeah, you're better off just waiting till you're within range because you're really just holding your action anyway by sitting on the boat waiting for people to row it.
Pretty much. Fair enough. Yep.
So Toria, I'm guessing you're doing the same thing, waiting on the boat, starting to. I mean, who's rowing the boat, by the way, at this
Well,
point?
I'm pushing us off. So like I will push off and then jump in.
Okay.
So
Um,
Tori could row.
All right. So okay. So you start
I
rowing,
mean, I have
Siltoria.
ranged attacks. So once we're in like him, once we're in range, I can start hurling blasts at people.
Okay. Um, you guys start rowing towards the boat. It feels agonizingly slow. You see the boat slowly getting closer to you, and as you see it, the amount of creatures on board becomes more readily apparent. Um, it's a lot.
I feel like maybe we should burn the boat down and just.
Um,
And sail back to land with just a dinghy. It's a great idea.
I don't
um,
know.
you see, you can't really make out what they are at this distance yet too much, but they're definitely like you see a bunch of big axes, and some look like they're wearing more armor than others. You see, they're all like big, kind of bigger creatures, and except for they all look small next to the giant on the deck. And you see that they're all working in concert and starting to ready the ship for sail.
They're pirateering our ship.
Back to Vex. At this point, well, let's say, I mean, yeah. I mean, I'll say you're actually able to move it about 30 feet around, and the boat was a little closer than I originally said. So, uh, basically, after that first round, you guys are like 107. Well, no, yeah, about 120 feet away from the boat now.
Oh, 120 feet, you say?
Yes.
What a good number that is.
But let's keep in mind the boat is made of wood and very flammable. As well, we don't want to kill any of the crew.
I will I get to pick where that lightning strikes.
Yeah.
Early on.
And we still need to keep rowing because we can't not row.
So if I'm wondering what I don't know like at what point they can start attacking us. Like about how many feet away? Like
Oh, and by the way, you don't just see people readying the boat. You also see a few of the figures aboard throwing things overboard, and those things look like bodies.
Hmm.
And oh, by the way, it's about this time that you notice the captain fall.
fuck. It seemed like a okay person. Sad.
And Tarek is like bristling. He's just like, like that orc side of him is getting real angry.
Yep. So what do you do, Vex?
About how many turns are we away from?
You're still about 4.
Okay, I guess we'll try, since we're about 120 feet, I'm gonna try to do a 3rd level magic missile at the big gianty guy.
Okay.
1d4 plus 1. So yeah, all three of so it's wait, how many is it? It's plus 2 extras, right? So then it'd be 5. Is that right?
At
Level
Level
3?
3.
casting
be
at level
5?
3, I guess. Yeah.
Okay.
Is that what it says?
It says count
It's
plus
been a while.
2.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's 3
Yeah.
plus 2, so 5.
Yeah. So 5.
Okay, yeah. I couldn't remember how many was the default. I thought it was 3.
So
1d4.
yeah, roll your d4, times it by 5, and add 15.
Okay. Wait, what'd you say? Roll my d4, times it by 5, add 15?
Yeah, because 3 times 5. Isn't they're 1d4
Oh.
plus 3, everyone? No, they're 1d4 plus 1, so plus 5. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
It's been a little while since you've cast that.
So I got a 4.
You rolled a 4? Nice.
I rolled a 4. Or no, well, yeah. Well, I rolled a 3 and then plus 1.
Oh, okay. So
So I got a 4.
20 damage.
Okay.
Okay. Well, that brings us to Aaron. What do you do?
It could be more on lightning. Yes, that is bad pun. We're moving on. Moving on. In any case, Dex 15 on whichever one looks like they're at the helm. Whichever anything looks like it's in the vicinity of the helm.
Okay.
If they touch the wheel, they die.
That's the goal, anyway.
There is a larger one that looks a larger figure, not as big as the giant figure, but a larger figure that's wearing like a bunch, like almost a headdress that looks like it's he's there at the helm, starting to get ready to.
All right, centered on the boat. I use call lightning. So 60-foot radius. Thank you. And I use it to strike at the guy on the helm.
Okay.
Dex 15.
He does not make it.
All right. What do you bet? One of it. We're gonna do average. A little bit below average. 14.
14. Alrighty.
14 lightning damage. Yes.
Okay. You see the figure kind of like jerk a little bit, and but you can't tell from this distance how damaged he is.
As a bonus action, I will jump off of the thing, and midway through the jump, I will transform into a giant toad, swimming speed of 40 feet.
Okay. So you can move a little bit faster than the boat.
Yes, a little bit faster than the boat. I'm also not subtle. I have dark vision.
Well, actually, quite a bit faster than the boat if you use both your speed and your movement.
Yeah.
But then you can't do the call lightning.
Yeah, it does require my. I do have to maintain concentration on it, and it does require my action.
Yep.
Use it.
Alrighty. Well, that brings us to Tarek.
Since Vex launched a spell, did she move the boat?
She was able to move it a little less.
Okay, I will. In the moment she let go to shoot her spell, I will I will continue to row the boat.
Okay.
As that uses a movement to move it the first time.
Yeah, I mean, basically to get it going the full amount, like she used her movement and then you used your movement, so you still have an action then. Because it's basically like, you can only really do 2, like an action and a movement just like you would normally, but you guys switched off, so I'll let it be twice like that.
Okay. So
there's not a whole lot of room up there, so.
Okay. So since she fired off a spell, I'll take over and just row as much as I can on my turn.
Okay.
I want to get us as close as possible. He's like rage rowing. Son of a bitch, trying to take a fucking boat. God damn it.
Okay.
and I'll be right back.
I'll do. All right. Okay. That brings us to Seltoria.
Does that mean Saltoria stopped rowing, or are they both rowing?
Oh, I guess it was Seltoria that was rowing.
It
So,
was.
yeah. So, I guess he just like pushed you out of the way and started like extra. It was Cam. Oh, he's running off.
I should have asked before he left.
It was actually Seltoria that was rowing, so she never stopped.
I thought it was Vex and
No,
South.
because she got there later.
I thought
Okay,
you
so-
were rowing, and then I jumped in.
So
because-
technically, she's still rowing.
Okay, so was nobody rowing on the other side then?
We always just said it was one person rowing, but
Okay, well, I'll say I just was rowing and I stayed rowing.
well, I mean, she was rowing, is what I'm saying.
It's fine.
Just
I'll
the one.
just.
I thought, wait, is it 2 people
No,
rowing
just
or
one.
one person?
Just one.
Oh, okay. Then if
At least that's what we had happen last time.
if it's one person rowing, I would have used my action to attack.
Okay, go for it.
That's what I said
Yeah.
why I asked you.
I should have spoken up before, but I was shy. So
No, don't be shy. Correct me for sure. But that's why I was trying to establish that at the beginning. I will throw a guiding bolt
Okay.
at the big guy
All right.
because I have a 120-foot range.
this is great because I have no range attacks.
That probably misses with a 12.
Yep. So you shoot, and he like kind of, you see him kind of look your direction, and he just kind of like ducks it.
Yeah. I point at him with my axe. I'm coming for you, big guy. And then I'll be right back because the baby's crying.
Okay. All right. So Satoria, you keep rowing then. That's
I'm
what you use.
rowing.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
So you do that. So you see the big creature start pointing at across the deck and yelling again. And then you see the one that got hit by lightning start like readjusting the rudder. And you see some other figures start pointing the ship's weapons at you.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah, that's real bad.
So, let's see. I will see who they hit.
Real
Let's
bad.
see. The ballista. Let's see. Oh, it misses just barely. So you see a ballista bolt fall short in the water, almost hitting the rowboat itself.
This is bad, guys. This is real bad.
And then you see the mangonel also lining up a shot for you guys. And I have to wait till Cam gets back because apparently the mangonel's going to hit him.
Oh,
What is that? What is that
It's
object? Let me
basically
Google it.
a catapult mounted on the ship.
Cool. I mean, not cool, but cool. Would that destroy the ship, the boat at all, or is it
It can destroy the rowboat, yes.
all right?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Tarek doesn't have his armor equipped right now, so it shows him as having an armor class of 10. I'll have to see
why
what's
does he
going
have
on
his
with that.
armor?
I don't know.
When did he get naked?
I have no idea. I'll have to see what's going on with that when he gets back. Because I have to find out. I think Justin's okay with me hitting Cam because he said he's an ass anyways.
We have to be friends.
uh, but yeah, we'll just chill and wait for Cam to get back a little bit.
There's no chilling. We're like being attacked, and we
Eh,
think that Cam's gonna get hit. It's not chill.
well, that's the thing is I don't know if he's gonna get hit or not because I didn't know why his AC is like low. If he actually did take off his armor, I need to know. Like, if I don't remember that happening for some reason. Let's see, equipment.
Oh, baby.
Yeah, he had his chainmail.
Oh, babe.
So, Cam,
Yes.
a mangonel's getting shot at you.
Okay.
Um,
At me personally.
yeah, well, it shot at the boat, and I rolled randomly to see who they're hitting.
Okay.
And your character sheet shows that you have your chainmail unequipped.
It shouldn't. I fixed that.
Oh,
I was looking
refresh.
at. Yeah, I said that right at the beginning.
Okay.
I was like, because I had been looking at.
Well, a large boulder from the boat shoots and like is coming right at you. You manage to like duck out of the way, and it splooshes in the water right behind you. And just before that, one of the ballista bolts almost hit the front of the rowboat.
Okay. Is it my turn?
No, I just wanted to wait till you got back before I killed
Okay.
you with a mangonel boat.
This is a
Boulder.
dumb question. Maybe a dumb question. Oh no, never mind. It says a creature of your choice, so that's what I had to figure out.
And you continue to see more and more crew getting thrown overboard.
Okay.
And it's Vex's turn.
I don't like that we're getting shot at. Makes me really uncomfortable. I'm going to cast Blade Ward on myself.
Okay. Remind me what that does.
I extend my hand and trace a sigil of warding in the air. Until the end of my turn, I have resistance against bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage dealt by weapon attacks. Would that count as a weapon attack?
Boulder damage.
Yeah.
Is it?
Technically, yes, it's a ranged weapon, so.
I do that because I'm a big and I want resistance against being shot at.
Alrighty. So you do that. Aaron, what do you do?
Once again, while I move up as usual, Jay and freaking toe go in the way. I'm going to once again make a strike at the guy on the helm.
Oh, and after that turn, you guys got closer, so you're 60 feet away from the boat now. Oh, and you're closer. So they went 30 feet.
I'm not.
You're like
I'm
10,
moving.
if you went full speed, no, you had to use a turn, so if you went 40 feet, then you're 50 feet. Wait. Yeah, you're 50 feet from the boat.
I'm taking the. So the way I'm doing this is that because I can breathe both water and air. I'm taking the time to dip beneath the surface, a bit after I cast, and moving forward that way.
Okay, but you are doing the.
I'm taking the opportunity to make sure that I'm within at least partial concealment and cover.
And you're doing
yes.
And you're doing your lightning strike.
Yep.
Okay.
Next 15.
What are you attacking?
The helmsman.
Okay. He dodges out of the way. Still gets hit by a portion of it.
Yep. Let's find out. I actually found my other couple D10s. Oh man. Too bad that wasn't the actual roll. 18 divided by 2. So 9.
Alrighty.
And yeah.
So that's the end of your turn. Tarek.
And then I'm underwater.
Okay.
Again.
Sounds good.
Can I see the guy who's operating the mangonel?
Yeah.
I will hurl a guiding bolt at him at 2nd level.
Alrighty, go for it.
You son of a bitch. And that is an 18 to hit.
That hits.
And he takes 11 radiant damage. Yay for D&D Beyond's dice roller that rolls perfectly mediocre. Actually, that's low because half would have been 15 damage, but whatever. D&D Beyond.
So you see him like stagger and like get back up on the, like, it hits him. It seems to hit him hard, and he looks like he's
glowing white,
and he's
bright,
glowing white,
and the next attack against him has advantage.
Yes. Seltoria, you keep rowing.
Yeah, I was thinking about casting a protective spell, but it feels unfair because I could only cast it on one person. And we should keep going. So yeah, I keep rowing.
Favorite. Pick
Alrighty.
your favorite. Who's
You
your
row it
favorite?
within 30 feet in your turn.
Is it possible to do anything like roll something to be like, and then she's getting like freaking afraid as heck and like really trying to speed herself up?
No, not really. The boat has kind of a max speed.
Okay.
I
didn't know. I
think
wanted
I'm
to
already
know.
making it go faster than it should.
Okay.
I'm kind of like assuming you guys are just panicking.
Yeah.
And more so because it's like a timed event kind of thing, you know. So you see the big creature. You can still hear him. You're close enough now that even though he got hit by the magic missile, you see that he's completely unharmed.
What? What kind of garbage monster is this?
I think calling him garbage monster definitely works.
You see that the one at the helm continues to steer the boat. You see that all the sails have started to fill up with air, and the boat is starting to move. And the orc that you see, they're orcs now, by the way, but you see some larger orcs, and the orc at the helm is like a big guy.
I'm horrified, by the way.
And on his turn, after moving, he, like, you hear him go like, "Rah!" And all the orcs on board like all like yell like in like this like victory yell. And let's see, which gives all of the orcs advantage. And the one that you shot with the mangonel is shooting at you again. Actually, let me see if he can.
Within 30 feet.
Yep, no,
so
he can't.
Can
he can't. Nope. So he's just he's getting prepared for someone else. But it's the one with the other one is attacking you, actually.
Okay.
The why can't I remember the name of a ballista? Okay. So he's attacking you. He rolled a 24 to hit.
That definitely hits.
Yep.
All right. Let me get some dice.
You need to chill out.
You have a ballista bolt, and just like hit you square like upper chest, shoulder, lungs, and it does 19 points of piercing damage to you.
Tarek takes that hit and takes it and rips it out. Screams. You said 19?
Yeah.
That was hurty.
And you see the boat is now starting to move.
Okay.
Vex.
How is he unharmed? How is he unharmed? completely unharmed?
He looks it from here.
Mm. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I guess I could try.
And now the boat has moved a little bit, so it's not quite. It hasn't started its full movement yet. That'll be next turn. But it is like just a little beyond the 30 feet left you can move, like 40 feet away.
Can I just like try to make the boat go faster? Use my hands to just row?
You can try. You do have a 19 strength at the moment. I'll say make an athletics check if you want to try to do that.
I do want to try to do that.
Get us just a little closer. Just a little closer.
10?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like your small hands just don't seem to be doing a whole lot. You have all this strength. You're splashing a whole lot, and you're basically just splashing a whole bunch of water in Seltoria's face at the moment as you're trying to row the boat forward.
I'm trying to help. I'm trying to help.
Aaron.
I'm helping.
At this point, I'm pretty much considering attacking him out of spite because I don't think we're going to get it. But on the off chance that it helps, I'm thinking. By chance, how much health does that tiller actually have?
What? The person? Like from here? Just
No,
looking at
the
him?
tiller. Yeah, like is it damaged in any way?
The actual
I'm
piece that
thinking because the tillers on old boats like that are held together by rope.
It
And
has. I mean, it was a little damaged from before, but
you want to see
they basically have the way the boats work is they have hull damage, helm damage, sails damage, ballista damage, and mangonel damage. So the storm damaged everything, but since they didn't get a full failure, it didn't damage it that much. So the helm, I don't remember exactly how much it was, but it wasn't much. It was like 15 damage to everything.
fuck it. I'll hope for an
just do it. Blast
Yeah.
that fucker.
yeah. Are you talking about toasting the fucker or the fucking helm?
Whichever one you feel like you should do. I'm not gonna metagame.
I'm thinking of screw it. I'll get with a +7 perception. How can I tell how well that guy looks from here?
He looks slightly injured.
Fuck it. I'll whack him and see if I can't freaking get it. 15 dex.
Okay. He makes it.
Alright, well. And again, why can't I roll this without him making it? 25 divided by 2.
So 12. Alrighty. So do you move up?
Yeah, I move up, trying to get this time trying to get like to cling towards it, cling onto it.
Okay. So you are. Yeah, you can actually. I think you can actually make it to the boat at this point. I think it's exactly 40 feet away from you. Is where you ended off. So, do you cling to the side of the boat?
Yep, I'm trying.
All right. You can. It's not that hard. And frogs have climb speed, don't they?
They do not.
Oh, they don't. Well, then I'd say go ahead and make a Athletics check.
Alright.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
you already did your. You're at the boat.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't think I can actually.
Yep. So you can't
make a
actually
check.
get hold of it. So Tarek.
How far is the railing of the deck
The railing of the
from
deck.
where we are?
You're about 40 feet away, and it's probably about 20 feet up. So, not quite 60 feet, 55 feet maybe.
Wait, what? Say that again?
Like 55 feet away or something. 50, 55 feet, somewhere in that range.
Okay. So we haven't used these before. So what I'm gonna do? Did Vex technically move us on her turn?
No.
Oh, it's on Saltoria's turn. Okay,
Yep.
that's right. All right, sorry. So what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna hold my action.
Okay.
Jump. I found a calculator because I can't do the math in my head because I'm, me. But with the boots of striding and springing, or whatever those were called that I have, yes, I can make a 20-foot diagonal jump. I can do a 27-foot long jump without a running start. So I'm going to hold my action
Until you get close enough to jump straight
until
up.
until she moves us forward enough for me to basically jump on deck. Obi-Wan Kenobi dropping in from the ceiling on General Grievous. I have the high ground style. Like, I'm
Okay.
going in.
Okay.
So I'm going to hold my action.
All right. Seltoria.
So
So you-
you go ahead.
So you can basically, the boat's like 40 feet away because it moved just slightly.
Right.
So you can move 30 feet with the boat. So you can get it within 10 feet on this turn if you use your full action to get it there.
Is that jumpable distance?
Not for you.
I mean, not to the top. You could try on the next turn. If the boat doesn't move, you could try on the next turn to
What
jump
about
to it.
for unless she did, what about for Vex? Can Vex jump on after this next if I row this next turn?
As long as the boat doesn't move.
Okay.
But it has started moving, so it's hard to say. You're not
right,
sure.
it's hard to say how far it'll go. But I don't feel like there's anything I can do. I have a crossbow. Other than row. I don't have any other range attacks. I only have melee.
Yep.
So I think I'll just try rowing, see if we can catch up, push it as far as we can,
Okay.
and grit my teeth in the process, sweat from my brow.
Alrighty. You get the boat within 10 feet.
Okay?
And at that point, Tarek,
You just see Tarek. He mutters something. These dwarven runes on his boots light up, and he does the full just Hulk jump.
the whole like boat goes, and he jumps onto the deck.
Boom. And that's it, because that's all I can hold. He can only hold one thing, so.
You see the giant picking up Leaf. He walks over to the side of the boat and he throws Leaf overboard. And you see Leaf looks lifeless.
Oh, shit.
He's just a rag doll, and he falls into the water. And at that point, you're on deck. The boat moves. Do. How fast does the boat? They don't. Why don't they say how much it is? They move fast. I know that. Yeah. The boat like takes off. Like the wind hits it and it goes like, let's see. Actually, I think I can look this up. pardon me a moment. I just want to make sure I get this right. I had all this stuff out elsewhere. I'm just trying to remember where it is. Okay. The boat basically moves forward like 40 feet. So it's now 50 feet away from the rowboat.
Rough. And how much I can only do? How much
30.
is it? 30 feet? Ah, this is cruel. You're just like within touching distance and it just takes off.
So the boat, you can see it's picking up speed. There's really no way with the rowboat you can keep up with it. I mean, rowboats aren't designed to keep up with sailing ships. And it starts booking. It's got the winds, the sails are full, and just before it moves forward, like it's moving, but it's just before it like really picks up speed. You see the giant just like totally like body slam Leaf's lifeless looking body off the edge of the boat. It looks like frozen, actually.
Good thing our cleric just left.
Don't
Not
worry.
a very good cleric.
The other thing is, I have a certain action in mind.
Well, that's good, because I can't do shit.
I mean, druids can do it all to a degree.
And you have a bunch of orcs run towards you, Tarek.
Okay.
I'm going to say 3 of them can get to you. That's not the die I want. That's the die I want. What's your AC again? I think
18.
only one hits you. With a 22. And he just runs up with a great axe, swings it at you, and like just kind of like barely slices down your chest. Like he doesn't quite get a full hit in. Like he doesn't get it as deep as he wants, and does 4 slashing damage to you. I rolled a 1 for damage. So 4.
Okay.
And now that you're on board, you see that on the deck there's over 20 orcs. And also some bigger orcs that aren't like normal orcs, and they're wearing like full plate mail. And you see the one that's at the helm is like just cheering them on, and he looks like he's the leader other than the giant, and the giant dwarfs all of them.
Yeah.
Can't you just like blend in? Just blend in. You're just one of the guys now.
I just landed in the middle of them. I'm kind of human-y looking
And,
for an orc, and
You're just
and it
telling
is
me-
Vex's turn.
So I think we should
The
try
boat
to
is
get.
now 50 feet away from the rowboat.
I mean,
And Leaf is floating in the water.
so
Possibly not floating in the water. Possibly
It is-
starting to sink in the water.
my opinion that there is no way we can catch up to this boat. Our cleric is long gone. Sorry, Tarek. I liked you. I'm sad to see you go. You made me this beautiful dragon totem that I will cherish for all of my life. But I feel like we need to go find relief. And so I confer with everybody, like as Saltoria is rowing, like,
Well, it's only you and
don't
me
worry,
now, right?
don't worry about that.
It's only the two of you, so you do what you want. I mean,
Well, yeah.
All you
just
you
you and
hear-
her.
Yeah,
So-
Aaron's in the water about 10 feet in front of you, and the boat just like took off.
Oh, I thought he latched onto the boat. That
He didn't
happen.
have
I
a
can't do
chance.
that.
Yeah, he didn't have
got
an
it,
action
got
to
it,
do
got
it.
it.
So close, and then it just kind of scrabbled away from him.
So cruel.
On a bright side, the boat still has to move 20 feet before it gets out of range of your storm.
I guess
that's not what it's going to do. What I'm going to do anyway.
so. I can't. Can't do shit. I guess I'll just, as a sort of hopeless last act, shoot another set of magic. No, can I? Do I have second level? How do I not have second level magic missile? Is there not like a? No, there it is. That was really confusing for a second. I'll just do second level magic missile. I guess at the guy at the helm, because I can't tell that other guy is getting injured. So I'm gonna just try to nail the guy at the helm.
Alrighty, go for it.
So 12 damage.
12 total?
Yeah, because it was I rolled a total of 3 because I rolled a 2 plus 1, and then it's 4. So
Alrighty.
right.
So you see him just kind of go, like get hit, and he's still standing.
Off in the process.
Um,
My weird little dragon hand.
Aaron, what do you do?
All right. So can I see where he was tossed off the boat from here? Considering that he was like right next to me. I guess.
You can see where he's at.
All right. I drop the concentration. Or I move over, drop the to him, drop the concentration on that spell as I do so, since that's a free action. Hopefully. And immediately cast third level cure wounds on Leaf.
Okay, you swim up to him and cast Cure Wounds.
Yes.
Yep. All right. You see when you get to him that he's unconscious
All right. Well, he's
and
about
looks
to very much not.
extremely hurt, like he's all frostbitten and.
He's about to very much not be.
Yep.
And then take life because he is in the
He's
water.
and wet. He's gonna be
he's
so
not
upset.
gonna be happy at all.
All right.
Let him die. Is what I think.
Oh, nice. Well, the first 2 dice, since I only have 2 were max, so that's at least freaking. Let's see, 2 8s and a 1. Okay. Can't have it all. 17 plus 4, 21 points.
Nice.
Hit points.
Yeah, that definitely wakes him up. It's like 2/3 of his health.
Wakey, comrade. You're wet, but you're not dead, so you know positive things.
Alrighty, so Tarek.
Tarek looks around for a second and weighs his options. And he raises his hand and starts glowing this white hot energy. And he turns it and he points it at the mast and fires a guiding bolt at the main mast of the ship.
Alrighty.
3rd level
I should have.
on big damage.
Why didn't I think to do that?
So that's a natural 20 on a 3rd level guiding bolt.
Nice.
I mean, I already wanted to start the ship on fire from the get-go.
All
so
right,
I
you
don't-
do maximum damage.
So 6d6 is 36 damage, right?
Yep.
So just this
Oh,
big
yeah.
blast of energy just to smash into the mass of the ship and hopefully break it. And then he's gonna dive over the edge. Like, hi.
Like a fuck. Like clearly a fuck you as a last fuck you as a you
Yeah.
fucking get some.
That's my middle finger moment.
Oh, yeah, they move. It says 45-foot movement, so they actually moved an extra 5 feet. Anyway. Oh, no, sailing with the... Okay, yeah, it moves fast. Let's see. Alrighty. It's sailing...
So I assume they get attacks of opportunity on me when I jump over the edge.
Yeah, you actually did damage the sails. I mean, you damaged the main mast, and it did make a difference. The ship is moving slower. It's still moving faster than the rowboat. It lost 10 feet off its speed. And its speed is 45 normally, or 60 feet while sailing with the wind. So, yeah.
Go back to sleep. Just
So-
go back to sleep.
It's slow, but as you jump overboard, yes, you get 2 attacks of opportunity.
I thought there was 3 on me.
Oh yeah, 3. Sorry, thank you. 3 attacks of opportunity.
It's fine.
The highest was 17.
They all miss.
So they all like, "Ugh," and they just you see these great axes all like slam into the deck as they all swing at you.
You just see him do this another Hulk jump and land in the water
Alrighty.
with no running start. It's 27-foot horizontal jump with those
Nice.
fucking boots on.
Seltoria.
So Tora hesitates and stops rowing because now we have 2 comrades in the water, Leaf and Tarak. Who to go for first?
Don't worry about
I'm
me.
fine.
All right. So then
Hey,
we should go
Matt,
for Leaf.
Can I ask a dumb question?
Sure.
Can you use the dodge action with the boat and just snake it through the water?
Get into flight maneuvers.
Yeah,
I don't think a boat can do a dot action.
I think it can only take like a 90-degree turn or something
Yeah.
like that.
Alrighty. So
So yeah, rowing towards Leaf's corpse, I guess. Or not corpse per se, body of whatever state, living or not.
yep. So you head towards Leaf, and you see that as you get closer, that it doesn't take long. You see that Leaf is awake and is like scrabbling towards the boat, and like basically like jumps and clings to it, and he's just like shaking, like hanging on the side of it out of the water.
Okay.
So that's your turn. Are you guys gonna try to pursue? Well, I'm gonna go a little bit further. So yeah, Leaf does that. The boat's gonna do one final kind of screw you. The ballista can't really shoot you right now, but the mangonel can. And so the mangonel's gonna take one final shot at you guys as they're leaving. Actually, it can shoot at you quite a bit as they're leaving, but I'll just see who it attacks. It's actually shooting Seltoria.
Oh no.
What do I do?
And I just got a critical hit.
Oh no. The boat only has 50 hit points.
Yeah, it wasn't the boat, it was Seltoria.
Oh, it was actually aiming for her specifically.
Yeah, this
What
boulder
a dick.
comes flying at you and just crushes your leg. Like completely crushes your leg.
All right.
And does... Oh my god. Okay.
Am I dead?
As long as he doesn't double your hit points.
Oh, how many health do you have?
I have currently 36 out of 44.
You take 50 health.
So
Points
I'm
of
dead.
damage. Well, you're
No,
not
you're
dead because I didn't
unconscious.
double it. You're unconscious.
Oh,
And I
okay.
can still fucking heal.
He'd have
could
to
die.
he'd have to do 88 damage to you to just kill you outright.
Yep. So you took 50 damage because I rolled maximum damage and it hit your leg. So
Okay.
So you
so
have to make. Go
So
ahead.
basically,
Wait.
this rock just comes and hits you in the leg, and the last thing you see is this giant rock just crushing your leg before you lose consciousness.
Cool. This is a lot like real life. I love it.
Bringing up
Just
bad
after
memories
talking.
for him, Matt.
Just after talking about, I'm just.
Just have another sip and it'll be over soon.
um,
All I have is water.
so yes, so you fall unconscious.
Okay.
And then
The boat stops moving.
Yep. And so
I'm
it
gonna
starts
use
like
my
drifting.
unconscious time to drink some of my tea.
Nice. Yeah, and the boat keeps moving. It moves like another 50 feet away.
How far away is it now?
From you guys, like
80-ish.
almost 100 feet.
Okay.
That boat's long gone.
And it is Vex's turn, and you see this giant rock sitting like in the.
So I feel like there's no way we can catch up.
I think we're gonna have to retreat, but I'm not there to tell you anything.
So what is powering the ship besides? I mean, so we had because Cam took out the.
I didn't destroy.
You
the
actually
map.
see now that. Let me see something. I think it can do this. Yeah, no, that one just has that. Yeah, the warship has oars. The sailing ship does not. So, but yeah, it's just moving with the wind.
So there's more sails.
They're all I mean, the sails are kind of ragged and damaged, and the mast is damaged, but it still has enough movement to go.
Can I try to light it on fire?
Fireball that motherfucker. Do it.
You
Yeah.
can.
Look, tell him to suck a dick.
Can I use the my Agnazar Scorcher and just like.
What's the range on that?
Oh wait, no, that's not that. Yeah, that's only 30 feet.
Yeah.
So that's no good. So yeah, so I'll just do like a firebolt then.
Okay.
And hopefully I will roll well. Please let me roll well. It's a D20, right? To hit.
Yes.
I'm
Yeah.
just space that for a second. I rolled a natural 20
Nice.
plus
Nice.
6, so 26.
Very nice.
You do triple damage, so roll well.
Yes.
Oh please, where's my D10? 2d10. Oh god, please. 16.
Total
Total.
times
On the
3.
dice.
2d10, right? I rolled 2 8s.
Oh wow.
I did something good.
Very good.
Maybe.
Okay. Yeah. You see that everything like you totally like blast one of the sails. The mast looks like it's about to fall over. I mean, you just hit it in like the perfect spot, and it starts on fire.
How much was her total?
48.
So your cantrip at a crit did more damage than my 3rd level guiding bolt on crit.
It's a good day.
Those cards
pretty
Matt has
crazy.
are interesting.
That makes interesting things happen.
Yeah.
So that means
Just burn the whole fucker down.
Jeez. Yeah.
Did it stop moving?
No, it's still moving like 45 feet a turn.
Ow.
But
Ow.
so it's out there. This will be interesting. Okay, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this. All right, so Aaron, it's your turn.
All right. So the since we have somehow managed to escape the freaking rock, I'm just going to casually swim with, or you know what? Screw it at this point. Let's see which thing I'm going to turn on to. Uh,
Oh, and I forgot my savage attacks for my guiding bolt. Oh, that's a melee weapon attack. Never mind.
All right. I guess I will once again turn into a giant toad, and make it move towards the or after telling freaking Leaf to hop on, or grab a hold and swim towards the shore.
That is so weird. The way
What?
they have this, just the way they have it worded in here. Pretty sure.
I would transform into a seahorse, but only the seahorse can only breathe water, and the toad can breathe air and water. And Leaf probably wants him to stay surfaced.
Okay. Um. So so what'd you do? Sorry, I was looking at stuff.
No worries. I got Leaf to grab a hold and then shifted back into a giant toad and headed towards shore.
Okay. Tarek.
About how far away is the rowboat from me?
From you, probably like 40 feet.
I'll start swimming
45
towards
feet, something like that.
the rowboat because I can't see.
No, it was more. It was more because the ship moved. So you're like probably
Yeah.
like 80 feet away.
Does it make a difference movement speed wise if I swim above water versus underwater?
No.
And what's the calculation for holding your breath?
It's like a minute per modifier. It's like you get a minute plus a minute minimum, but it's
Plus
a
your
minute.
con mod.
But it's a minute per con mod, I think. Is
Okay.
What it is.
So I'm gonna go under the water, so I'm not visible to the ship as easily, and swim towards the rowboat underwater.
Okay.
Action and movement.
Okay. Seltoria, I need you to make a death saving throw.
Okay, how do I do that?
You just roll a d20.
Okay. Make sure I got the right dice in my hand. Okay.
Oh, that was my bad. I misunderstood. I thought my original intention was to actually just heal you, but I fucking lost track. My bad.
I have a real bad. It's 6. It's real bad.
Oh, okay. So that's one failed death saving throw.
Yeah. You just got to roll above a 10.
I think we lost your coworker a little while ago, possibly.
He's got 2 kids, so you know he might be dealing with the same thing I am.
There, though, I think.
Justin's just that great of a friend that he will stay around to the very end, even if he's not actually listening or paying attention. He stays logged in.
All right. So you failed your first death save, Siltoria. Leaf clambers aboard the boat. you see everyone scrambling, and they all like, you see the boat still moving in the same direction, but they're all scrambling, and you see that they're just beating out the fire. And so on their turn, they most of the crew on board is putting out the fire on the mast.
God, I wish I had tidal wave so bad.
And they
Just
did.
capsize that whole fucking ship.
They managed to put it out.
Yeah.
They
Bummer.
also needed 20 people to do it.
Well, there's also like 40 orcs on that boat.
Why didn't the giant just go?
It was a spell. He can only do it once a day.
So, can we see?
He killed. By the way, that spell when he cast it on the first thing, you don't know this, but yeah, but that spell when he cast it on Leaf killed him in one hit.
Jeez.
Yeah, you guys kind of decided to check out an island that had an ambush. All right, so do you guys all like kind of disengage combat now?
Well, how far?
I take the time to, after I got Leaf onto the boat, to shift back and
And you headed towards shore, or did you?
well,
Yeah, you said you were going to shore. I thought.
Well, I mean, it's. I guess yeah. We still have to be in initiative order because she's death or dying. So, Vex's turn right now.
How far are we from the boat now?
It moved another 45 feet away, so it's a good. Let's see. It was like 80, so it's like almost 130 feet away at this point, like 125 feet.
Okay.
And they hit us with a fucking Navy SEAL team. Guys coming up out of the water and
Well, and the thing is I was rolling their stealth checks last 2 weeks ago, and you guys were all like not noticing them. They all rolled really well, like above your passive perception. I rolled it as group checks basically, and none of them, you just didn't notice them. They were all like kind of like totally like swimming out in the water with like straws, like a whole bunch of straws heading out towards the to the boat basically, and the only one that you saw was the one that was trying to get on the boat himself. But yeah, I mean, it's a group of like let me put it this way, just so you know, it's the Oni, the giant.
What is that?
something bad. Something bad.
Very bad. It was him, an orc war chief, which is the one that was at the helm you were shooting, 22 orcs, and 13 Orcs that got aboard. You get to shore, and there are, I mean, so you guys are, oh wait, okay, so
We stayed in initiative order.
we'll get that. Yep. So Vex, what do you
Let me
do?
do my turn, man.
No, you don't get a turn. I took it away because you asked questions. No, I'm just kidding. No, go.
Looks like I have one potion of healing in my inventory.
Yeah, you might.
Can I continue rowing towards Tarek and then administer that potion to Siltoria?
Sure.
That is what I do.
Well, Satori's in the boat with you. I mean,
Yeah.
so yeah.
I don't know how that boulder is.
Yeah, she's still got a boulder on top of her.
There's a boulder on top of me. I'm sitting in the row seat.
Yeah.
That boulder's in the row seat.
Yeah, it's
I
true.
guess instead of rowing, can I use my movement to like throw the boulder overboard
Yes.
to like get it off
Well,
of
no,
her?
that'd be an action. The
It would be an
throwing the
act.
boulder. Yeah.
But I want to.
So you kind of, all like you can really do is if you want to heal her, or you can throw the boulder overboard.
But if I heal her, then she's got a giant boulder on her. What does that do?
You'll find out.
I don't have an opinion because
choices.
I'm unconscious.
Well, I'm gonna heal her.
Okay, so you pour the potion in her mouth. Go ahead and roll the potions. Go ahead and take the potion off your sheet after you roll its amount.
Oh, okay, so it's 2d4 plus 2. So that's 3. So it would be, it's just plus 2 at the end, right?
Yes.
2d4 and then
2d4 plus 2.
Yeah. So 5.
5 total health.
Yeah.
All right. So you feel this potion being poured in your mouth, and you awake. You're just laying on the boat with like a rock on your leg.
So I have 5 health.
Yep.
Okay.
Aaron, your turn.
All right. Well,
Why does my equipment keep getting undone? Oh, there we go.
From this point of view, since your head covers the cat's head, it just looks like a giant, like bale of hay, like one of those.
It does
bales
look like a
of
bale of
hay
hay.
that they're
Yeah.
all sitting on.
Yeah, that's why I was confused at first. And you're like, it's got a cat in it. I was like, where?
The cat does not look happy about having these people crawl on it.
I mean,
I mean, would you?
Yeah, it looks very unhappy. It looks like it's
most cats would
looks
not
like it's about to murder a whole bunch of little people.
Yeah, it's gonna take a swipe.
Like Gulliver's Travels if Gulliver had been an asshole.
Alrighty, so Aaron, what do you do?
just like I shout, "I'll heal you when I." Well, I can't. Never mind. I don't have. Yeah, you hear like a really like water vibratingly deep, freaking ribbit.
It makes
As one of my 2 eyes just rolls back and points towards the boat, and the other one's facing straight ahead.
So you just keep swimming towards shore?
Yeah.
All right. Well, now that we're healed, it's out of combat. You see the boat just kind of still like limping slowly, slower than it was across the horizon, and getting further and further out of sight.
Looking around, if I pop up out of the water, can I see the bodies of like that the orcs were throwing over the ship?
Yeah, they're all just like mangled corpses, either frozen or axed.
Is the captain close by?
Make a perception check.
18 plus 2, so 20.
Let me do something. You don't see him.
Don't see him. Do I see anybody of the main like leadership of the ship?
Two of them. You see. Well, actually, technically, one of them was on shore. The bosun went to shore.
Who was the bosun?
That was Heartless Hook.
Okay. So do I see? Was Angel? Was she the other one in charge?
Yeah, and you don't see her. The other one you see the corpse of Wee Rat floating in the ocean.
Can I swim to Wee Rat?
Yes.
Is he dead?
Yes.
I fumble through my pouch on my waist, trying to tread water and do this at the same time. And I pull out 3 small diamonds and hold them against him and cast Revivify.
Okay. God, was it within a minute? Really close. No, it was beyond a minute. He died. Really
is it beyond a minute?
Yep.
Okay.
Because you were in round 8 at this
Does
point.
the spell and does it expend?
You just get there and you just realize it's okay. Too late.
Okay, so Then I would swim over to the rowboat.
Okay.
I'm assuming by that point Vex is already.
So basically,
Toss
the
the
only
rock
member
over.
of the crew of the main crew that's left is Heartless Hook, and then three of the regular crewmates.
Go to sleep.
No.
I need that book. What's the Samuel L. Jackson?
Go the fuck to sleep.
I need go the fuck to sleep. I
Yeah.
need that. No, you go lay down. You're not getting up. I don't care. Don't back talk.
Yeah, baby. Quit being
Okay.
such a baby.
So Captain Pretty Maps is dead. Angel is dead.
Angel's dead. Poor Angel.
Hey, Wee Rat's on the shore. I lost my buddy.
Wee Rat's dead. Heartless Hook is on shore.
Oh, okay.
And you don't know. You haven't seen Silver Salt, so you don't
Okay.
know what's going on with him. In fact, you don't know if Angel died for sure. You didn't see her. The only person you saw for sure die on deck was the captain.
But you said I didn't find their bodies.
But you didn't find their bodies either.
Okay. So getting over to the boat and pulling myself up, I look at Vex and Saltori and I say, God, I hope they open that fucking coffin.
That's right.
It's actually really funny you say that. But anyway,
God, it would be amazing if just like this vortex of bats exploded out of the ship as we were sitting here watching them. So I guess we have to go back to shore.
Yeah. I took up rowing since, Saltoria is like pretty fucking hurt.
Can I make a medicine check to set her leg?
Can we get
So
the
it's-
boulder off too?
I was gonna say I assume Vex already did that.
Yeah, if we're out of combat, I'm assuming after we had given you
Oh, it's okay to do stuff when you're out of combat. You don't have to like.
yeah. You can just go.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, out of combat, there's not an initiative order. You just kind of do what you want to do.
I
All right,
imagine
all
it was
right.
probably pretty easy for me, but I guess if you want me to roll to see if I successfully flew-
No, I want you to be able to do whatever. I just don't know how it works.
But yeah, I imagine that's what's happened. Let's
Yeah.
toss it out.
Great.
Rowan. Rowan. But also that I don't have to deal with all of those orcs.
Right.
But kind of pissed now that we're just kind of stuck on this weirdo island.
Yeah.
Yeah, what are you guys gonna do? That kind of that adventure kind of did a whole sidestep. Or what?
Yeah, well, I mean, we still have to get to where we're going, right? So how the fuck?
I mean, our whole point of going to where we were going to go is for treasure, right? So I mean, we weren't going off to save the world or do anything like that. So on the one hand, I don't feel the pressing need to like, we got to get off the island. I mean, we need to get off the island, but at the same time, it's like, stop it. He's kicking my computer. Go to sleep. So anyway, I don't feel the urgency to have to run back to the mainland, but I guess we need to look around the island and see what we can scavenge.
Are you saying that in character?
Yeah, that's why I changed my
Yeah,
cadence.
that's what I thought. It sounded like you switched.
Yeah.
Is it possible for me to spend some of this time to cure my wounds?
I was gonna say, Matt, can I do like a medicine check
Yes.
to help set her leg so she doesn't end up with like a
the
gimpy-
healing actually made the damage on her leg, so she doesn't have the reduced 10 feet of her movement speed. Gone. It's gone. The healing did that.
Okay.
So,
Okay, cool.
I'll take the opportunity to burn a second level spell slot for another cure wounds if we're on the shore now.
I was gonna say, once we get back to shore, I can do a mass cure wounds.
I can also do cure wounds. You can cast it on yourself, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna be fine in no time.
Yeah, and you have, since you're a paladin, you have healing hands as well, which
Oh
comes
yeah, I
out of a
forgot about
different.
that.
I think it's like 5 points of healing per your level, so you have 25 points.
Oh, that's great.
And I'll toss out a mass healing word for all 5 of us. So it won't be a ton, but it'll be a little extra. 4 whole hit points back, but everybody gets it.
I
Yeah,
would care if I had taken damage, but thank you. I appreciate it anyway.
I didn't take much damage, so.
Yeah, that could have gone a
So-
lot of different ways. It was interesting to see all the rolls just like went against you guys for that.
Yeah.
But luckily, Leaf resisted the charm person.
Well, that's good.
Which, you know, the reason you know that is I'll tell you, like, he probably says, like, he tried telling me to go lock myself in the hold, essentially, but I didn't. And then he killed, and then he just, I felt super cold air come from him, and I saw myself fall, and, you know. And he probably tells you that he saw him heal in front of him as he was about to, like, right before he got hit with this, like, cone of cold, he saw the damage he had done to him pretty much heal in front of his eyes. So that's why your magic missiles didn't stay damaged.
I see.
So what do you guys do? You're on an island in the middle of the ocean
I
that
guess
you can see was recently ravaged by storms.
And I'm okay again. I can walk around and
You
stuff.
can walk around. You don't feel very good because you're have 5 hit points unless you heal yourself a little with your lay on hands.
I'd like to. Yeah.
You got 4 back from me, so take 4 healing points.
Okay. Whoops.
So the first thing to do.
I messed up.
It's fine.
What,
Your character's dead now. No, I'm just kidding.
I just did it so bad. I was like, I tried to type it in, and then it like just put me at full health, and I was like, that's not what I meant to do at all.
It's fine.
Math.
you should have 9.
I should have 9 health. Okay.
5 plus my 4, and
Yep.
then whatever you give yourself.
Look at you, Cam, mathing at night.
Dude, I had to help with a report earlier, and this guy was like, the custom reports don't get a certain column that the pre-canned reports do. And I'm like, look, you're going to have to figure out this math yourself to see what you actually made off of all these sales. I can't help with that. I can get it to an Excel file for you, but that's all I can do.
That's funny.
Okay. Nope, that's not the right dice. Damn it.
Your lay on hands
So-
just heals you, doesn't it?
You don't have to.
No, I don't know because lay of hands.
You don't have to roll dice for lay on hands. You just
Can you
the
use it
points.
on yourself?
Yep.
Yes.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
Yes.
Yeah, it's very handy.
You
You
can-
also probably have healing spells, so you can probably do both.
Yeah, I
Yes.
was going to, but
And we could take a short rest, use healing dice to heal up. You don't necessarily have to use your spells.
Yeah, if you guys take a short rest, you wouldn't have to use your spells. You basically can choose how many die you want to roll. And for you, it'd be like you have 5 dice you could roll since you're 5th level, and each one is a 1d10 plus 2. So you can kind of like look at your health and be like, oh, I'm kind of low on health. I can I'll take the chance and do 4d10. And then you roll 4d10 and hope that you roll high enough to basically heal yourself full health, or 3d10 even.
Where is that? Is that listed, like how many healing dice you have, or like what that is? Is that listed somewhere on your character sheet? Because
If you click short rest On your character sheet, it'll show you. It'll say your class. Like hers says Paladin, hit dice 1d10 plus 2, total 5.
Okay, got it. Okay.
Yours are a little less because you don't have as much Constitution, and you're a mage. So yeah, yours are 1d6 plus 2.
Okay, great.
So, as we row back to the shore, Tarek is very quiet, and once we get back, and everybody unloads, he pushes the boat back into the water, and goes back out, and starts bringing the bodies in.
Okay. And you see the crew. They're just like the wee rat. You haven't much talked to him, but he's like, "What the fuck we're gonna do now?"
Tarek's just like, start digging holes.
Okay. I'll just go. You heard him. Start digging holes. They start digging.
So I'll spend however long it takes to get all the bodies and bring them back to shore.
Many of them have sunk already, or have been washed away by currents. I'll say you found. Yeah, you still found a few. You found like 10.
Bring those back and unload them in a place that, a little bit more solid ground than right on the beach. And since I didn't use it earlier, I'll spend an hour to cast or to use my channel divinity, and I will craft. Actually, no, I can't really do that. I guess I will. Okay, so I'm going to take some of that really good high quality steel I bought for that project.
Yeah.
Because that's about all I have. And I will take out some gold and put with it, and I will make a shovel to make digging a little bit easier.
Okay. I think I can. Is she sucking on her pacifier like really loud? Is that what I hear?
No, it's me patting her butt.
Oh.
Nah, that's just me. I'm trying to keep her calm.
That's diaper sound I hear.
That's diaper butt, yeah. So sorry, I'm supposed to be all
it's
serious
fine.
and everything. And just for like the rest of the day, Tarek's digging holes, laying people to rest, and he is very quiet.
Okay. What do the rest of you guys do for the rest of that day? The other crew are helping you, obviously, and they're really upset because these are friends and basically family that they worked with. This adventure took a turn to the dark, didn't it?
I'm scouting the perimeter and ensuring that nobody's disturbed.
Okay.
I feel like as a paladin, Saltoria would probably care about helping out with the bodies. Okay. So if there is any help needed, since she is in a little bit better shape now, she'd probably help out, dig holes and.
Okay. And Vex, what do you do?
I am staying close to Leaf, and just kind of hanging out with him, whatever he's doing.
Okay. All right. So, the first night you do that, you finish, like, by the time you finish, it's like well into night, and you're all tired, and Leaf helps as well. Like, well, actually, I'm gonna say Leaf. He's like so traumatized from having been in the water and dying and freezing, and he's just kind of like sitting on the shore shaking and digging into his catnip. So that's kind of what he's doing. So you said you were hanging around Leaf?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're probably just trying to console him, I guess.
Yeah.
He takes up a place like in the tree line as far away from the water as he feels safe without getting out of sight of everyone else. So night comes. The island is very quiet. I mean, you do hear, the sound. Well, you do hear the sounds of animals moving in the woods. Maybe like, monkey sounds, things like that, and bugs, but not a lot. So what are your guys' plans now? So the first night goes by, fine. You guys get a long rest. Go ahead and give yourself your long rest, and you wake up the next morning, and you're on a fairly large island.
So obviously we need off this island.
Hmm.
We should explore our surroundings first.
Yeah, we should explore, see what we could find. Maybe there's a boat.
We need to think of the crew and first. Don't disagree that we need to explore and figure out how to get off, but we need to figure out how to survive first. So if you guys want to scout, we'll forge. We'll get a fire made, a big one, so that it can be seen from miles off, hopefully. Maybe that'll attract passerby. And then we'll try to find some food. I don't really know much better to do than that. And considering that it was my dumb idea to stop at this island, then that's what I got to do, at least, I think.
So you're looking to see how you can get food?
Yeah, so basically what I'll start doing is, since I have that axe, I'll find, I assume, is there any coconut trees or anything?
You're not quite into like tropical kind of stuff.
Okay.
So
Yeah, what's the flora and fauna like?
You said it was more like a wooded.
Yeah.
Wooded, but you said monkeys, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But it's not. It's more like. It's more like somewhere in between a deciduous and a rainforest. Not quite a rainforest. You're not quite down. You're not quite deep enough into the south to hit like palm trees or rainforests. It's just kind of like.
So
I'm gonna go hunting as in an animal form.
Yeah, I will basically chop some trees down.
Okay.
And I have heat metal, so I will basically make a very hot fireplace poker and throw tinder and kindling on it and get a small fire and then increase it and make a bonfire.
Yeah, you're able
but
to
I'll use a heat metal to do that because I think that'd be a good fire starter.
And as far as hunting goes, go ahead and make a survival check, Aaron.
All right. Let's see what we got.
And let me prepare some spells real quick because now we're
All right.
in
24.
24?
Yay.
Upon scouting around, you notice there's not a lot of large fauna here, and you realize your best bet's probably fishing, and you do so with no problems. You find enough food for everyone.
Excellent.
There's a good one. I should maybe do that too. So basically, I'm altering my spell selections to include create food and water,
Okay.
detect poison and disease,
Okay.
and create or destroy water. That way, we can make like plenty of fresh water.
Drinking water. Yep.
Yeah, and then. Got one more, but I can't really decide. I mean, obviously, I kept healing word and cure wounds. We'll put a lesser restoration on there too, just because that can help with conditional stuff. So basically, I'm in full healing mode right now.
Yep.
Um, yeah.
Alrighty. You do so. You're able to find food. So what are your guys' plans to try to get off this island?
Like I said, big ass bonfire
Yep.
burning as long as we can keep it going. I'll like keep that fire going.
Okay. So
I'm thinking like the first Pirates of the Caribbean when she set the whole fucking island on fire.
Yeah. So you keep that fire going. Is anyone else doing anything else, or are you just guys just basically surviving and hoping the fire finds someone to come in?
I mean, I guess
Which is
it's only
fine.
been a day.
They
but,
made like the same noise at the same time.
And it was almost exactly the same pitch. Which
It
And
was
the
is
same
almost
length.
the same pitch.
Yeah.
The same length. Yeah. We know you guys
It was stereo.
We know each other.
clearly.
So I mean, so Tarek's plan is to try to signal for help.
Yeah, I don't think that's a bad plan. I feel like if it was more days, Saltoria would start exploring. But since it's just like the second day there, she probably sticks close.
Okay. So
And
how long would it be
helps.
before you start exploring?
Probably just like another day.
Okay.
Not like deep exploring, but like
All right.
starting
once-
to wander.
I'll go
Once
ahead and
we
say
get,
like
I
a couple
mean,
days pass. So you've been here a couple days. You're able to. I'm not gonna make you roll every day for survival and food like that roll. I'm just gonna let it fly. Like you're fine. You can find
Okay.
food and water. I mean, well, obviously with your crate food and water, it doesn't matter anyway.
yeah,
So-
I can, and I think I can basically create food and water at the end of the day. And it lasts. I can make 45 pounds of food and 30 gallons of water to sustain 15 humanoids or 5 steeds for 24 hours.
Yeah.
So
So
basically-
you're fine.
Basically, I can cast that once a day at the end of the day, as long as nobody dies and I have to revive them.
Yeah.
The water is clean and doesn't go bland. The food spoils after 24 hours. So,
So yeah. So every day you can cast enough. You're basically like just keeping everyone fed and watered. But yeah, I'll say a couple days pass. You kept the bonfire going. The weather is very calm.
I will leave the battle axe with Wee Rat
Okay.
so that they can keep the fire going
Okay.
while we look around.
Alrighty.
It wasn't Wee Rat. I thought it was the hook person.
Was it Hook?
Wee
Or
Rat
was it-
died. Yeah,
Wee
sorry.
Rat
Wee Rat
died.
died. I said Wee Rat earlier and messed up. It wasn't. So I went to Halfling voice, and it really wasn't him. That's my fault.
Yeah.
No, it
Heartless
was
Hook.
Heartless Hook. Yeah, and he's just an angry looking guy, but he actually knows how to fish. That's one of the things he does. He's been fishing while you've been waiting too. But yeah, basically they're just kind of like they'll follow your lead because their captain's dead, and they're like, we're way out. This is way out of our depth.
I imagine Leaf is probably making, since he has skills with like woodworking and stuff. Isn't that one of his things? Skills with woodworking?
Yeah.
He's probably making him a little hut so that if it rains, he doesn't get wet.
Yeah, he's got wood carver's tools. So not really like woodworking as much as carving. Like he's just trying to keep
Yeah.
his nerves. He's surrounded by water.
Yeah. So yeah, I imagine we'd range and see what we can find on the island, because obviously those orcs had to come from somewhere, right? Like,
Right?
I imagine they weren't just like They didn't just fall from space and land on this damn planet or on this island.
They could have been stuck here too somehow. Maybe their ship got lost in the storm.
Yeah.
Well, go ahead and make let's say an investigation check as you're searching around the island for clues as to what happened
I
here.
do my thing.
All of us individually?
Well, it depends. If you're all staying together and doing it, then whoever wants to helm it can get advantage.
Okay. Well, then, I mean, Aaron's is probably the highest, I think.
No, I'm really good at wisdom related things. I am not so great at intelligence related things.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
cool.
not me.
My
Leech is +1.
Mine's +1.
Mine is -1.
Mine is also -1.
Okay, so you did roll at
Mine is
advantage?
+0, so.
Yeah, so go ahead and roll at advantage. That's all you, Tarek.
We're
Uh,
the wisest.
We are not a brilliant group left.
We are thoroughly well. Okay, some of us are average. The rest, never mind. You're right.
okay, so 11 and 14. So 14 was the higher.
I'm gonna say that you guys actually spend you've been on this island for like a week and a half now,
Wow.
and you've been looking around. It's a big island. It's like several miles to a side. And you do, as you're walking around the island, you do find what appears to be wreckage, but it's not much. There's you can just see there's a few pieces that definitely were planks from something.
Does it look like it's? I mean, obviously, being on the ocean does tend to make wear and tear faster.
Yeah,
Like
it's all
houses.
it's all waterlogged and
I was gonna say because like houses on the beach and stuff have to be kept up a lot more.
Yep.
So
it looks like it's been here a while.
Okay. So I was trying to kind of get at it was even with that in mind, could we tell how long it looked like they had been here?
No, I mean it's hard to tell how long they've been here, but the wreckage looks fairly old. I mean it doesn't look very recent. It's
Okay.
buried. It's like you saw part of a board sticking out of the sand and pulled it up, and it looked like the plank of a ship, and you can see a few others in the area.
You know, I imagine they probably would have taken anything useful with them. Unless there was something already on the island that they didn't know was here. What's the landscape on the island look like?
It looks kind of volcanic, as in it's forest around and there is a peak in the middle of it, but the peak doesn't look like the peak is it's kind of rounded down and doesn't look like it's been active or anything. There's trees on it and everything else. It looks old.
Okay. If there's any tools anybody can think of, the crew or anything that we need, I can. How much do you think an anvil costs, Matt?
An anvil?
Yeah, like an actual workable anvil.
I mean, I don't imagine it would be anvil. I'd say 60 gold.
Okay, so one of the days we're there, one of the early days, I'll basically use my artisan's blessing to craft an anvil.
Okay.
So basically what my thought was, I do have a bunch of metal. And well, I don't know, Matt. Let's think about that. That metal is probably on the ship
Probably.
in a big crate.
Probably.
Because I'm not going to carry 150 gold
Yes.
pieces worth of steel around.
True.
Okay. So never mind that.
That's quite a lot of steel.
Yeah, well, it's for a full set of plate armor.
Fucking rip.
Yeah, I just thought about that. So no shovel. All those holes were dug by hand. So I'm gonna start looking for metal
Okay.
because I need. If I would, my thought was with Artisan's Blessing, if it's under 100 gold, I can just make it. I can only do it once a day. But if I could make a anvil, I can make the things we need if I have the metal to do it.
Okay.
So I guess I'll scout and try to find metal.
Alrighty. Yeah, make another investigation check.
Dirty 20.
Okay. You find old bits of rusty metal. Not much.
Okay.
Like, just stuff that's been here a really long time. But yeah, probably only a few pounds worth. Like 2 or 3 pounds worth of metal, and it's all rusted, pitted.
Okay.
I'm in general looking around, like looking around for caves and stuff.
There's not much of anything. You do find where all the orcs apparently had lived, like a bunch of like makeshift huts that they were living in. They weren't too far away from where the hut that the giant said he lived in. You do find kind of like a small settlement where it looks like they had set up and were living there. And I'll just, if you guys are just kind of waiting, I'll fast forward a bit. You're basically on the island for about a month.
Wow.
Yeah.
I guess we're
And-
all pretty close friends now.
Yeah. So the month that you have the fire going, and
I've cut down so many fucking trees.
Yeah. You've heavily deforested this island.
Yeah. So in the month time, you start like losing hope that you're going to get rescued. It seems like this is just out of the middle. I mean, it's just in the middle of nowhere. And right at the end of the month, there's another nasty storm that blows through. And it almost puts out your fire. And you have to fight to basically keep it lit. Because it's a bad storm. And at the end of the storm, it's late at night, and I'd like y'all to make a perception check.
Oh yeah, D&D Beyond it's not too bad. 15.
2.
And I just rolled my die into the tray over here because it's kind of hard to do the dice tray and have her laying on me. And it rolled a 16 over in the dice tray, so it rolled one higher.
18 myself.
Okay.
I got 14.
So, Tarek and Aaron, you both see a shadow moving across the horizon.
And this is at night.
Yeah.
Do they come towards us?
Not as far as you can tell. It's not moving very fast at all.
Lights?
Nope.
Can we make out what it is? Or how
looks,
big it is?
It looks like a boat, but it looks like a ship, but it's like listing to one side a little bit. And it looks like all the sails are pretty much shredded, and it's just kind of floating dead in the water, drifting, from what you can tell.
Probably some local fishermen. out for a pleasure cruise at night.
This is
Or
a ghost ship.
lives.
This is a ghost ship.
There was just recently a pretty bad storm. I alert the others, and I'm just like, keep that flame going. I'm going to go investigate.
Maybe we should take the rowboat out. I don't really like the idea of you going by yourself.
It's fine, but all right. We have the ability to repair, so. Eh.
If I die, I die.
Well, I mean, I'm also capable of just straight up shifting and going deeper under the water, where most of these people won't actually be able to hurt me. But
Yeah, but that being said, if there's nobody on the ship and we can take it, you can't sail it by yourself.
nope. So, but yeah, I will come forth. I will move ahead so we have some idea.
All right, so we going?
Yeah, I'm gonna shift into a non-harmful looking form,
Okay.
though, and not a giant toad instead. So I'm going to shift into a dolphin, which
Okay.
has a swimming speed of 60.
All right. So you start swimming out. It's out there a ways. It's gonna take you, and but it's not moving very fast. As I said, it's just drifting. As you get closer, are you going up ahead first? Then they're following with the
Yeah.
rowboat.
I'll tell what's his name? Hook boy? Hook Captain Hook? Heartless Hook.
Heartless Hook.
I'll tell him that if it's safe, I'll give you a signal.
And you, by the way, the other 3 crew members are John, Terry, and Sylvia.
Okay.
Yawn.
One of these things is not like the other.
But yeah, I'll say that I'll make some kind of signal so he knows, even though they won't really be able to get out there without the boat, but just to let him know that we're not dead.
Yeah.
I'll put the blessing of the forge on Saltoria's sword again.
Oh,
Okay.
does it not last a long time?
It lasts for 24 hours.
Oh, got it. Right, and we've been here a month.
Yep.
Yeah. So that way.
Which, by the way, in D&D terms is actually 3 weeks, because weeks are 10 days long, so it's 3 10 days equals a month.
Okay.
And I say, just in case there really are ghosts.
Yep.
And
I'm ready.
I'll take Hugh and
well, obviously Aaron makes it there first. You get to the ship and you see that it's a ship that's been very damaged. It looks like it possibly has sprung a leak because it's listing to one side, and the mast and sails seem very damaged. Everything seems very, very hurt. Everything is like the helm is hurt. The hull is hurt.
Can I tell that if this was recent damage?
Does it look like the mast was set on fire?
It looks, well, you're not there yet. It looks relatively recent.
And do I spot any motion?
Not as far as you can tell.
All right.
Not from the water, anyway.
Huh?
Not from the water. Can you see anything?
is there once as we get closer, are there like struts on the side to climb up?
Yeah, it's a sailing boat like the one you were on.
Okay.
So I will shift
do you wait until they get close to do that, or are you doing it solo?
Yeah, I wait until they get close.
Okay, so as you guys are rowing forward silently, I mean as quiet as possible. It's kind of a calm night. All you can hear is the paddles kind of hitting the water, making like slight splashing sounds. And as you get closer, you just kind of can hear the as the ship is like listing back and forth in the water and creaking. And you see Aaron start crawling up the side of the boat.
Once we get closer, how damaged is the hull of the ship look?
Speaking of which, what are you guys using for light sources?
I'm using dark vision and whatever lights coming off of the sky, stars and moon kind of thing.
I do believe.
I'm mostly operating by prior to that I was using when I shifted I was using echolocation, but yay dolphin.
But yeah, I know that I think both you and Celtoria do not have night vision.
No, I do not.
Vex does, and Leaf does. So it's basically just you two. What are you using for light? It's very possible you took a torch off of, like basically made a makeshift torch out of that you were carrying on the boat with you. That's possible, or you can just try to be dark.
Yeah, I have one in the patch, and if the freaking boat looks sufficiently wet, and I pick up the torch, and as I'm climbing up, in one hand is the torch, and the other is, as I'm climbing up.
Okay.
I also have a torch.
Okay.
I have it from my inventory.
All right. Well, yeah. You could have lit it at the fire on shore.
Oh, great. Then I did
a
that.
brand of wood, like from there, it's fine.
That's the smartest.
Yeah, I would
choice,
have had the light. I would have had to light it because I was
Yeah,
in
you
the
were
water.
a dolphin. So yeah, you lit yours. You already had one, Siltoria. So you guys are throwing off some light. You can see that this boat has been just ravaged by weather, and the light does kind of reach a little bit up onto the deck, but not far. Although you can see further, Vex, and so can you, Tarek. And it does look like the boat has sustained some fire damage as well.
Does it look like our boat?
Looks like the same type of boat.
Does it have the same, okay, so I'll go ahead and I'll go first.
Okay.
Well, behind Aaron. So I'll go, I guess we'll tie the boat to the side of the boat.
Okay.
Tie the rowboat to the side of the boat, and I'll climb up behind Aaron.
Okay.
So the first thing I look for when we get on top, can I see where I would have shot, where I blasted the mast? Can I see
Well, with how much damage Vex did to the mast and the...
Oh, yeah.
It just looks... The mast and the sails all look like they've been burned a lot. How's that?
Okay. On the deck.
There are a lot of dead orcs. Many of them look like they've been... they look emaciated and empty.
What do I know about? So, because I got on the deck and I got to see the creature, the one that tricked us, that transformed.
You see its corpse on the deck too.
Its corpse is there too, the big guy?
Yes. And it looks...
The same way?
Well, actually, no. That corpse is not there. Sorry. That corpse is
Okay.
not there.
What I was going to ask is, based on Leaf's recount of the story, us seeing him, because I did get on the deck and I could see him, Do I know what it was?
Let's see. That
Tarek's
would probably be maybe a history check.
Okay, history and religion are the same for me, so I'm trained in both, and I roll a 19 plus 4, 23.
With your the education you've had and the books you had available when you were younger, you do remember something about a kind of giant that was a trickster and almost like a demon, and they were called Oni.
Does it eat people's life essence like this?
No.
Is Tarek the only one that's on deck right now?
No, I am as well.
I'll help the two of you guys up.
The Oni are most often referred to in nursery rhymes as boogeyman, and they haunt nightmares of children and adults.
So,
Well,
they do eat. I mean, they do. You do know that they eat people. Like they eat, especially they like to eat babies.
wait. So
babies.
are we all up on deck?
By the time they're looking around, you get up there. Yes.
I'm
And you see
assuming
that there are a lot of just emaciated-looking orc corpses on deck.
And do I also realize that this is probably our ship?
Do you want to check the figurehead?
Huh?
Do you want to check the figurehead?
Check the figurehead?
Yeah.
On the front of the ship.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It is indeed a shark.
Guys? Do we want to check on our coffin friend?
Oh no. They did it. And you can see Tarek gets excited a little bit, and then he's like, oh no.
Just,
vampires can't travel over water willingly, right?
Running water.
Running water. Does an ocean count as running water?
I would say that some of the tides in the ocean would count as running water, but the ocean itself, no.
Okay.
Still, it'd be a dangerous prospect.
We need to be very careful here. We taunted the shit out of that motherfucker. Like Tarek's like at that when you get so scared you can't help but laugh a little bit. He's at that point.
can vampires see things that are invisible?
Who knows? Vampires can be trained to cast spells just like anybody else. And there are spells that let you see invisible things.
Because I could turn myself invisible and stealthily go down to where the
We can reasonably assume that the vampire is is at least as old as the box, and vampires gain in strength and age, even in D&D.
I don't think we need to go alone. Like I almost want to say we burn this fucker back to the ground and let it sink. But that being said, if he's not here, if he's gone, if he escaped, I'll check some of the orcs. Are there puncture wounds like vampire bites?
The ones that you're checking, no. They just seem like they've been rotting away. Okay. They do seem like they have, you're not sure what happened here, because looking at the corpses, some of them have, like, claw marks on them. Mm-hmm. And some look like they have axe wounds. And some look like they've been attacked by other weapons.
So, my guess is they let him out. Vampires have the ability to charm people. He probably made them fight each other.
I have no idea. That said, let's We must investigate. We told him to stay in hole. So, if he's still in hole, if Chess is still in hole, then, well, we have an annoying friend back in different threat.
God, I hope they didn't let him out of the box, but I have a bad feeling about this. I will cast light on my axe
Okay.
just to give us a little more brightness.
Okay.
I will snuff my torch and stay in the vicinity.
I guess I'll go first, shield up, axe ready, and guess I'll head. Like you guys stack up on me, like army about to go into a room style and breach, and gotta go check and see if he's in the room or not.
I still kind of want to turn myself invisible.
I
It
mean,
just probably won't help.
If you want to do it, I'm not gonna tell you no.
I'm going to turn myself invisible, and I could probably turn Saltori into invisible if she wanted as well.
Cool. I'd like to be invisible. What a cool opportunity.
Before we start heading down, I look at Saltori and say, "You think your goddess is gonna bless us on this one?"
She hasn't been doing a good job so far.
I said the crisis of faith, but whatever.
I just kind of. Oh, that little blasphemy will surely help. Any case, moving on.
Yeah, so
I'm going to turn myself and Saltoria invisible since she agrees.
You do so.
Yeah, that sounds fun. Sounds like a good time.
go to was it a door that led down? Was it stairs?
From the deck. Okay, so from the main deck, there's 2 stairs heading up to the forecastle and the quarterdeck. The quarterdeck is, where the helm is, and the forecastle's where the ballista is. On the main deck is the mangonel. There is a stairs heading down into the lower deck, and on the lower deck were the different bedrooms, including the bedroom that had him. On this deck, if you just go into the doors, there's like a crew quarters up front, and there's the galley to eat, and then there's the captain's quarters, and then further down is all the rooms you were sitting in, the next row down in the lower deck, including like a little kind of like sitting area to hang out in, and then below that is the hold.
I'm going to revise that. Instead of casting just light, I'm going to cast elemental weapon. Okay. And put fire on my put fire on the axe.
Okay.
And I guess I'm going downstairs.
Okay. As you go down, you see that
I'm going very cautiously, like shield ready. If anything moves, it's getting whacked.
You go down and you see that there are a lot of orc and org corpses. You don't see the corpse of the orc leader. You don't see the corpse of the Oni. And as you're going down, you see that there seem to be less corpses than there should be if they were all dead. And you head down to the lower deck, and there's still, like, you can see the bodies strewn here and there. And the doors to the different rooms are ajar. You can hear from below you in the hold, like the sound of a little bit of water.
Okay. But no movement.
No movement yet.
If I stop to check a body, they still that drained.
They just look like they've. Yeah, I mean they're not. You haven't found one that has any marks in its neck yet, but there are a lot less corpses here than there should be.
I look at Aaron and I say, "Do you think this is some sort of necromancy?"
You know what? I have no idea. That said, necromancers don't waste powerful corpses.
Yeah. All right. So from where we are now, where's our rooms?
They are about 35 to 50 feet towards the back of the ship from the stairs you're at right now.
All right. How many doors between where I
It's like
am?
an open kind of hold area, and then there's like kind of a 10-foot wide hallway that has 4 doors around it that are the 4 rooms.
Okay. From here, as we start moving towards those doors, are the doors ajar?
You can see that there's a gap in the doors. They're not fully open, but yes. And the door that your coffin friend would have been in would have been on the first door on the left.
All right. As we get close, I take a deep breath and peek around that corner.
Okay? You look in there and the room's empty.
No coffin at all.
No coffin either.
Is my big crate of iron or steel sitting on the floor?
Yes.
Okay. Turn around and look at the door directly behind.
Okay. It's ajar, but you can't see into the room really.
I'll push it open quietly as possible.
Okay, you see there's a couple of orc corpses in there.
All right, give me door number 3, Alex.
That would be Siltori's bedroom.
Well, I don't know where she went because she's invisible. So as far as I know, it's just me and Aaron here.
We're well, at least I am. I am stealthily creeping behind.
Yeah, I was assuming I was following along the whole time, trying not to bump into my invisible new friend.
So yeah, I'll push her door open.
You push her
I
door
don't
open.
protest.
And you
I don't
see
have anything to hide.
You push her door open and you see that there are 3 more orc corpses in there. And as you open the door, 2 of them go, and they like jump up and they're kind of like at a weird like angle. They're like sitting on all like 4s.
Yeah.
And their eyes are glowing red and they have really long, sharp teeth. And I'd like you to roll initiative.
This can't go well. D&D Beyond, you suck.
Oh wait, 18.
3.
Still better than mine. Well, no, not really. I got a 7 total.
Okay.
I have plus 0 to initiative, so
I have 11 total.
11.
Well, we all rolled shittier than probably what they rolled.
Oh, what did Leaf get?
I mean, I rolled remarkably well.
You got a 13.
Huh? I got 18.
So that puts you first again, Vex. You don't really know what's going on because Tarek is in front of you, but you see him tense up a lot.
I like being invisible. I kind of don't want to be on
and
it.
to kind of describe where you're at, so you're basically standing in a 10-foot wide hallway it's 10 feet wide by 15 feet long, and the door you're in is in the back corner on the if the boat was horizontal on a north, south, east, west, you're on the southeast door, and it's on the south wall looking into a room that has like an L shape to it going around the corner. And you see when you looked down, they were both kind of just like sitting next to each other in the corner, and when you looked, they looked up. Yeah, the third one didn't move.
Okay.
and they kind of look up at you with like this maniacal looking hunger in their eyes. And so you're sitting right in front of the door. I'm assuming Aaron was following you. So
Yup.
he's like kind of right next to you, next to the door. And then I don't know, were you guys following behind them?
Yeah.
Sultori and Vex. So you guys are kind of more close to the lower deck area, like just outside the hallway. One of you's like standing between a couple crates that have been like toppled over and emptied, and you're standing, Vex, just basically next to the bedroom door that Tenmir was in.
I like being invisible, but I don't want my friends to get hurt.
Well, and you're not sure exactly what he saw yet either. You heard some movement in the room, though.
Well, if I don't know what it is, and I might just like hold an action.
Okay.
Just finish this off real quick.
What that
What is
action is, I don't know. But I'm holding an action and trying to decide.
Liquid courage.
Is it tequila?
I could use another beer.
It's not tequila.
I introduced Cameron to tequila.
Tequila is amazing.
Or Patron, anyway, I think. Isn't that what I
Yeah,
bought?
Patron less so, but tequila is amazing.
Patron's
really-
good for America, but after having tequila in Mexico, yeah.
I was gonna say
really
I prefer
wanna get-
silver tequila by a large margin.
I really want to get the bottle of the Rock's new tequila, his Terramana. I've heard it's like the best shit ever.
Nice. I would have to put that to the test because the tequila I had in Cozumel was smooth. It
Yeah.
was really good.
I think his is like Hawaiian, like it's like Hawaiian grown agave plants or something like that. I could be completely wrong on that.
I would say Leaf is probably following in the rear and is very unhappy about being in the dark in a water-soaked hold of a boat, but he doesn't really know what's going on yet either. So he's just kind of like standing at the ready and will ready an action to an attack on his turn, which is right after yours, Vex. But
Okay.
so what are you gonna do?
Well, I'm gonna hold my action, and I'm gonna hold I guess firebolt, because I assume that if it's a vampire, vampires don't like fire. Lots of things don't like fire. I'm just gonna hold that.
Okay. So you do that. Leaf holds his action. The two creatures in front of you, Tarek, they look at you, and one of them scrabbles up onto the wall and crawls like quickly sideways on the wall towards you, and the other one crawls across the ceiling at you.
Okay.
And when they get to you, they both attack.
Okay.
So, the one tries to claw at you and misses, and then tries to claw at you again and rolls a natural 20. But it uses its attack to grapple you,
Okay.
so it's now holding on to you.
Well, so don't we still have to roll a check though, or does it
No.
have an ability?
No, it's an ability. You're grappled.
Okay.
So the other one also tries to run up and grapple you, or will attack you. And on the second attack, grabs hold of you as well. So now they're both holding on to you.
Okay.
So you're kind of blocking the doorway, and you have one that's like kind of holding onto your head from above, and the other one's like grabbing your shoulder from the walkway.
Okay.
And Siltoria.
So I'm outside of the room still with Vex, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm assuming I'm behind everyone, and not everyone can fit through that doorway at the same time. So we did hear something happened inside. A lot has happened inside now. So I guess I'm gonna. Can I
Yeah, you hear
cast?
something like scrabbling across the wood, and you see something in the dark with the light you're giving off. You can see something with red glowing eyes through the doorway is holding on to Tarek.
Okay. Can I cast spells on top of the spell on my weapon? Like, if I cast Branding Smite onto my weapon, even though
Branding Smite's a bonus action to cast, and
Yep.
it makes it so that the next weapon attack you hit does the extra damage.
yeah, okay.
Which you
So
can
I would do
use-
an attack, and then I would use it, and then I would do an attack next time, right? Is that what it?
No,
Well,
you use your bonus action to cast the spell,
Yeah.
and then you have your action, and you have, since we're level 5, you have 2 attacks,
Oh, okay.
and then the next attack that hits does the extra damage. Is the way those smite spells work.
And you
But
can
then
still smite on top of that.
you also have smites, which are the paladin ability. When you make a hit, you can choose to expend a spell slot and harness the power of your holy light, or whatever you want to call it. And you do, what is it, 1d8? And then you do extra damage against undead. And then if you crank up the spell slot you use, if you use a higher level spell slot, it does more damage.
Yep.
Okay.
So you can stack a lot of damage on one sword attack, essentially.
Okay. Is
you,
it?
You
Sorry,
also
go ahead.
have a channel divinity you can
I
do
do.
once per day that gives you a +2 weapon, essentially. A magical +2 weapon.
Well,
just for attack rolls, not for damage. But
okay. And since this is, I'm still kind of new with the battles. This is probably time to start attacking, right? Or because they've got him. So yeah, I would start attacking.
And you can
let me.
You can turn undead. You have a lot of things against undead, actually, if these are undead.
Sorry, I didn't mean to do this.
Especially since you can turn undead. If I try to turn undead, I can only turn undead into paste.
What can I turn undead? What does that mean?
Turn undead's a
Turn the
feature.
unholy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Connection needs sensory updates. Oh, cool. Neat. All right. So
and it's
I can
weird
do
because hers is not even a channel. It is a channel divinity, so you can only do it once.
And it's interesting though, because the difference between hers and mine is, oh no, mine's that way too. It's any that can see or hear you within 30 feet. So potentially, if something else on the boat is undead and can hear you when you cast it, they're affected also.
Yep.
Okay. So I guess, is it okay for me to go ahead and cast that?
Yeah, as an action, you can spend your channel divinity, and then they get to make a saving throw. Or
Okay.
be turned.
Let's try it. Since gotta feel this out. Let's do it.
Okay, so what do you say? What do you do, like, to make them hear you, to turn them, to make them be afraid of your paladin might?
Okay. Well, I pull out my double scimitar. I remember what it is now. And I start stepping towards the door. I'm invisible still, I suppose. Or do I become not invisible when I start doing
The
stuff?
instant you start attacking, you gain visibility.
Yep.
Okay, cool. So then I guess sorry.
Cast or attack.
Cast or
Basically,
attack.
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Either way,
So
it would break it.
Yeah, I count the turning as part of an attack.
yeah, it
essentially.
sounds like it would break
Well,
it. So go ahead.
The official ruling is that that any sort of
Offensive action.
offensive action,
Yeah.
it does indeed break regular invisibility. Greater invisibility, not so much, but I mean you can't cast fifth or sixth level spells yet.
All right. So, what do you do when you do Your channel divinity.
So I come out of invisibility, and I don't know what I do. I hadn't known that this is something I need to plan.
It doesn't have to be complex. I mean, you could literally just be like,
I can think about what is going to be crazy later. I come out and I'm yelling. I'm yell chanting something that I don't know.
Be a lady tonight.
That's it. Oh my God. She's singing Luck Be a Lady coming out of the shadows.
Fucking love it.
Channeling divinity, turn the unholy, all in one go. Basically that, but not.
You do so. You come out. You project your divinity to these unholy creatures, and they just kind of look at you and sneer.
Ooh, no.
And neither of them are affected.
Can you guys hear my cat? He's yowling. Yeah.
So you still have movement.
Okay.
What do you want to do? You really, if you want to get up close to attack,
I do so that I can start attacking.
You can't really with where Tarek is right now because Aaron's in the only other spot that would have like basically 3/4 cover trying to attack them with where he's at.
Okay.
You guys are kind of in a bad position.
I'm about to do something that Tarek may or may not appreciate.
So, where do you want to move, Saltoria?
If it works, he'll appreciate it. If it doesn't, he's not going to be happy, but he'll appreciate it.
Is there anywhere to move to be in a better position for this? Because I know there's not a lot of room.
Yeah, there's not a lot of room in
halls.
here. You could basically move yourself with your back to another door right behind Tarek. You could move diagonal to that spot, but there's like a post right in the middle of the hall there.
Okay.
It's like right, basically like kind of right behind Tarek's right shoulder. There's a post that's a support post for the boat. In the middle of the hall.
Can I hold my movement? Can I wait?
You can't hold movement.
Damn. So I have to move no matter what.
You don't have to move. You could just not move.
You don't have to.
Yeah. You just can't hold it for later in the turn. You either have to move.
Oh, I see. I see what you mean. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I understand what hold the thing means.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess I'll just wait. I'll recoup, try to decide what my next move is. Stay in my spot, waiting to see if there's going to be an open shot later.
Okay. Aaron.
All right. Now for the thing that he's probably not going to appreciate. In an effort to throw the vampires off, I'm going to use Thunder Wave. I'm limiting it to the first level.
What is the save on that?
It's con.
A what? Of what? What's the DC?
15.
15.
I'm good.
You're still taking half damage.
Yeah, but I don't get moved.
I rolled really low, and both the creatures are affected by it.
Excellent. So you're not blown away. Tarek isn't blown away. And takes half as much.
I rolled a 17 total.
Nice. So let me run the damage. So it worked. Hooray! So yes, it would have blown the creatures away since they failed their saves, and we'll see how much damage this did to both of you. Solid 10, so 5 to you, and then 10 to the creatures in thunder.
10? Okay.
Just look! Hey, it worked! Like, I was totally really surprised that it actually worked. Just
the boat, the hull takes a little more damage.
Just like, this isn't good. I suggest we leave.
But they get blown back into the room, but the room's only like 15 feet total length, including around a corner. So they just kind of get blasted back onto the bed before they
Are
hit the
there
wall.
Do
are
they
there
take damage
any
from the wall?
windows in this room?
Are there any what?
Windows.
No.
Any holes in the walls?
No.
Considering that I think we're below the water line, that's probably a good thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought this room was on.
No, well, this is like... You're probably pretty close to the water line in this room. The next level down is definitely below the water line. And it's your
Yeah.
turn now, Tarek.
Yeah.
Uh,
yeah,
I
I
mean,
moved
you
back,
could also
by the
move
way.
if you wanted to.
Yeah, I moved back.
Okay.
Trying to get out of the trying to get out of the passageway because clearly I'm viewing this entire fucking ship as a
You
death
could
trap.
move through people and into the lower deck, which is strewn with debris.
I'm not interested in moving through into the lower deck. If I
Not the
don't have
hold, just the area you're in. You're in the lower deck. You're just
Okay,
out
so
into the
yeah,
open area of it.
I will move to the open area.
Okay. And Tarek.
Well, I kind of wish you hadn't done that because I was gonna try to do a reach up and grab the one above me and smash him into the one next to me, but maybe later, another time. That would have been fun. I lament that I did not. I kind of lament that I prepared all the healing stuff because I was this close to prepping daylight, and I did. So I look back over my shoulder at you and say, I guess we're doing this the old fashioned way. And I'll take my axe and head to the first one and just big overhead haymaker at him.
Okay, so you walk into the room.
Yeah.
So you're just so you know, it's a 5 foot wide room. So you walk in and there's like a corner going around and they're like in the corner kind of smashed together.
Yeah, like
Are
my
they-
advice is literally to not do that because if they go,
That's too bad. That's what I'm doing. Are they prone? Did
No,
getting hit
no,
by the
they
thunder
get
wave
knocked-
knock them prone?
No.
Okay. I'm going to smash one with my axe.
Okay.
Or attempt to. Come on, D&D Beyond, don't suck. D&D Beyond sucks. But I think that's okay. 13 plus 8 is still pretty good.
Yeah, that hits it.
So it gets
What are you hitting it with?
hue.
Okay.
Are they made of wood or are they plant-based creatures?
No.
So he takes 12 damage from the axe, which is magical.
Okay.
And then what is the elemental weapon? The elemental weapon's a D4. So he takes 2 fire damage.
Okay. And that's the end of your turn?
As a bonus action, I will cast a first level Searing Smite on my sword, on the axe, but I should have done that. Well, you know what? I can't. Nope, I can't do that because that's a concentration spell. Can't do that.
That brings us to Vex then. Back to the top.
So I guess because I was holding my action, right?
Yeah.
So
Everyone's starting to get tired too. I've gotten 2 separate messages. So
Yeah.
how much further do you want to go in the combat?
well, I mean, I guess I don't know like how long this might take. I don't know when a good stopping point would be.
I mean, we're at the if this is the top of the turn, we can. I'm fine stopping here. Whatever y'all want.
yeah,
Yeah, maybe we call it a night and start back up.
The mere beginning of this battle instead of getting knee deep.
Yeah. That's fine with me.
yep.
Although the
I'm
the-
not
the-
going to be.
the going into
Shit.
the horror-stricken ship woke me up.
I'm not going to be shifting in the tiny hold because most of my combat effective forms are rather large.
Well, if that's the case, we can end it for now and come back in a week or 2, depending on when people can play.
I have the next time may or may not. We'll see.
Oh, because you may have to work.
It depends. Certain things will be happening, but yeah, can't discuss.
Alrighty. Well, I hope you guys had fun, and I hope everyone that was watching had fun. And we will see you guys in a week or two, depending on, hopefully, when we can all get together again. And we'll be able to continue this combat with these apparently undead creatures of some kind.
I like that we've been leaving off in like sort of like creepy cliffhangers.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just when things get real bad, we're like, okay, we're out.
I don't want to deal with this week. We'll start next. Alrighty. Well, everyone that's watching, I hope you have a great couple weeks. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see you guys next time we play. Bye.
Bye.